I have been walking this earth for 9 decades now, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I never thought I would make it this far. When I was young, I watched my grandfather move through life like he had discovered something the rest of the world had forgotten. He would wake up at dawn, tend to his garden with the kind of attention most people reserve for their children, and he would live with an energy and a clarity of mind that seemed impossible at his age. He lived to be 103 years old. I remember asking him on his 100th birthday, just sitting there on his porch as the sun was coming down, what his secret was. He smiled at me the way old people do when they know something important that younger people are still trying to figure out. He said, "My boy, the secret is not in doing something different. The secret is in remembering what we forgot." That conversation changed everything for me. That was 60 years ago, and I have spent my entire life uncovering what those 5 herbs were, why they mattered so much to our ancestors, and how they kept so many of them alive long enough to see their great-great-grandchildren grow up. You see, my family came from a place where modern medicine was not available. We lived with the land, and the land gave us everything we needed. The herbs I am about to tell you about were not special because they were rare or expensive. They were special because our ancestors understood something about the human body that we seem to have lost in our rush toward progress. They understood that prevention is infinitely more powerful than a cure. They understood that the body wants to heal itself if you give it the right tools. And they understood that some plants, when used with respect and knowledge, can add years to your life and life to your years. I have taken these 5 herbs my entire adult life. I have watched my own children take them. I have seen my grandchildren begin to understand why their great-grandfather was so dedicated to these simple plants. And now I am 90 years old, and I want to pass this knowledge to you, because I will not be here forever, and this wisdom deserves to live on. The first herb that my ancestors trusted with their lives was turmeric. Now, I know that turmeric has become popular in modern wellness circles, and many people think this is some new discovery. But let me tell you something. My great-grandmother was using turmeric when no Western doctor had any idea what it was. She would take the golden root, grind it with care, mix it with warm milk and a little honey, and drink it almost every single day of her life. She lived to be 98 years old. Her hands never shook. Her mind never clouded. She would tell me that turmeric was like talking to your body in a language it understands. The active ingredient in turmeric, something called curcumin, works deep inside your body to reduce the kind of inflammation that steals years from your life. You see, most of us think that disease comes suddenly, like a thief in the night. But inflammation, slow and steady inflammation, is like a fire burning inside you that you cannot see. It damages your heart, it damages your brain, it damages your joints. Turmeric puts out that fire. My ancestors did not know the word curcumin, but they knew that turmeric made them feel better, made them stronger, made them younger. I have taken turmeric almost every single day for 60 years. I still take it now. My doctor tells me my inflammation markers are lower than people half my age. This is not magic. This is just the wisdom of people who paid attention. The second herb was ginger. Now, ginger and turmeric, they are cousins, and they work beautifully together. But ginger has its own special power that my ancestors understood in a very practical way. Ginger helps your body digest food properly. It settles your stomach. It reduces the pain in your joints. And perhaps most importantly, it keeps your blood flowing clean and strong. My grandfather would chew on fresh ginger root throughout the day like other men would chew tobacco. He would keep a piece in his pocket, and whenever he felt the tiredness coming, or whenever his stomach felt heavy, he would chew it slowly and feel the warmth spread through his body. He would say that ginger was like waking up your digestion, like telling your belly, "Come on, wake up, we have work to do." Proper digestion is one of the greatest secrets to longevity. You see, we eat food, but if our bodies cannot break it down properly, cannot extract the nutrition we need, then we are essentially starving ourselves while feeling full. This was something my ancestors understood completely. They knew that a person who digests well ages slowly. Ginger was their tool for making sure this happened. I have recommended ginger to my own family members when their joints started hurting, when they felt their energy dropping, and I have watched it work. My daughter took ginger root tea every morning for 2 years, and the arthritis pain in her hands nearly disappeared. She is grateful to her great-great-grandfather for this knowledge, though he has been gone for 80 years. The third herb was garlic, and I can see some of you thinking, "Garlic? That is just a kitchen ingredient." But my ancestors did not think of it as a kitchen ingredient. They thought of it as a medicine that happened to taste good in food. Raw garlic especially has a power that most people never discover. My great-uncle, who lived to be 101, would eat raw garlic every single morning. Just a small clove, crushed slightly to activate the compounds inside, mixed into a spoonful of honey. He would swallow it quick before his stomach could rebel against the sharpness. He said this cleaned his blood, kept his heart strong, and kept infections away from his body. Modern science has confirmed what our ancestors knew through simple observation. Garlic contains something called allicin, which is created when you crush the garlic. This allicin is like a guardian inside your body. It fights off infections before they can take hold. It helps keep your cholesterol in a healthy range. It helps your heart work properly. My ancestors did not have antibiotics, so they used garlic instead. They did not have expensive heart medications, so they used garlic instead. And you know what? Many of them lived longer than people today with access to all these modern medicines. This tells me something important. This tells me that sometimes the simplest solution is the most powerful one. I have taken garlic almost every day of my adult life. I am 90 years old, and I have never had a serious infection. I have never had heart surgery. I have never needed to take blood pressure medication. I believe the garlic has something to do with that. The fourth herb was fenugreek. This one is less known in Western countries, but in my family it was as common as salt. Fenugreek seeds look small and humble, like tiny golden stones. But my grandmother knew that fenugreek seeds held the power to balance your blood sugar, to increase your milk supply when you were nursing, and to keep your energy steady throughout the day. She would soak fenugreek seeds in water overnight, and in the morning she would drink the water and chew the seeds slowly. She would do this almost every single day. She lived to be 96 years old, and I never once heard her complain about being tired. She never had the afternoon crash that so many people experience. She never had the wild swings in energy that make people feel like they are on a roller coaster. Her energy was steady, like a river that flows the same way all year long. You see, when your blood sugar is bouncing up and down, when you are on a sugar high one moment and a sugar crash the next, your body is under stress. This stress adds up over days and months and years. It ages you. It steals your energy. It makes you vulnerable to disease. Fenugreek helps prevent this. It helps your body maintain a steady, balanced level of glucose in the blood. When you have this kind of stability, you feel better. You have more energy. You can think more clearly, and you live longer. My own children have taken Fenugreek when they were feeling the afternoon tiredness, and they have told me it makes a real difference. My grandson started taking Fenugreek seeds every morning a year ago, and he told me that his energy levels have improved more than any supplement he has ever tried. This is the power of ancestral knowledge. It is simple, it is natural, and it actually works. The fifth herb, and perhaps the most important one, was ashwagandha. Now, ashwagandha is becoming more popular in the West, but when my ancestors were using it, no one in America had ever heard of it. Ashwagandha is what we call an adaptogenic herb. That means it helps your body adapt to stress. It helps your nervous system calm down. It helps you sleep better. It helps your mind stay sharp. My great-grandfather, who was a teacher and spent his entire life working with his mind, swore by ashwagandha. He would take it in the evening, and he said it helped him think clearly during the day and sleep deeply at night. A mind that is calm is a mind that lasts. A nervous system that is not constantly activated by stress is a nervous system that will serve you for 100 years. You see, stress is silent killer. It is invisible, but it is always working, wearing down your body, aging your cells, stealing your years. My ancestor understood this without using the word stress. They understood that a person who is calm, who sleeps well, who is not always worried and anxious, lives longer. And they knew that ashwagandha was one of the greatest tools for creating this kind of internal peace. I have taken ashwagandha for 50 years now. My sleep is deep and restful. My mind is clear. My mood is stable. Even at 90 years old, I do not feel like my nervous system is falling apart. I do not feel like the weight of life is crushing me. I feel steady. I feel strong. I feel like the best years of my life might still be ahead of me. Now let me tell you how to use these herbs properly. This is important. An herb is not like a medicine where you take it once and it fixes the problem. An herb is like a conversation with your body. You have to be consistent. You have to be patient. You have to trust the process. My great-grandmother would say, herbs are not a sprint, they are a marathon. What she meant was that these plants work slowly, building up in your system, slowly strengthening your body, slowly removing the inflammation, slowly making you stronger. In my family, we would take turmeric and ginger together, usually in warm milk in the morning and again in the evening. We would take fresh garlic every single morning on an empty stomach. We would soak fenugreek seeds and drink the water. We would take ashwagandha in the evening. This was our routine. This was our medicine. This was how we stayed healthy. And more than that, this was how we built a relationship with the plants that were keeping us alive. You might be wondering if this is safe. You might be worried about taking herbs for 60 or 70 years. Let me tell you something. My family has been taking these herbs for generations. I have taken them my entire adult life. I am 90 years old, and I have no serious health conditions. I take no prescription medications. I have never had a surgery. My mind is sharp. My energy is good. My heart is strong. I have watched my children take these herbs, and they are healthy. I have watched my grandchildren begin to understand the value of this ancestral knowledge. These herbs have stood the test of time, literally. Our ancestors lived long, strong lives using these exact herbs. That is proof enough for me. But here is the thing that I want you to understand more than anything else. These herbs are not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle. They are not going to help you if you eat junk food all day long. They are not going to help you if you never exercise. They are not going to help you if you are constantly stressed and anxious and angry. These herbs work as part of a whole picture. You need to eat real food. You need to move your body. You need to sleep well. You need to find peace in your mind and your heart. You need to be connected to the people you love. You need to have purpose. You need to give back. These herbs are one part of a larger wisdom that my ancestors understood. They lived in harmony with nature. They moved through their days with intention. They understood that a long life is not about doing more. It is about doing the right things consistently. My grandfather used to say that the secret to a long life is boring repetition. Wake up at the same time. Move your body. Eat good food. Take your herbs. Spend time with the people you love. Go to bed at a good time. Do this every single day. Do this for 60 years. And then you can talk to me about how to live to be 100 years old. You know, I think about my great-grandfather often. I think about how he sat on that porch and told me the secret was in remembering what we forgot. I have spent my whole life remembering. I have spent my whole life digging through the past, talking to the oldest people in my family, learning their secrets, understanding their wisdom. And I have realized that what they knew was not complicated. It was simple. The plants are here to help us. Our bodies want to heal. Our nervous systems want to be calm. Our hearts want to be strong. We just have to give our bodies the right tools. We just have to be patient. We just have to be consistent. We just have to remember. I am at the end of my life now. I do not know how many more years I have left. None of us do. But I know that I have lived well. I know that I have honored the knowledge that was passed down to me. I know that I have shared this knowledge with my children and grandchildren. And I know that when I am gone, this wisdom will live on. It will live on through them. And if you listen to this video, if you take these 5 herbs, if you share this knowledge with people you love, then it will live on through you too. That is how we defeat death, not by living forever, because we cannot, but by making sure that what we learned, what we discovered, what kept us alive and strong and healthy is passed on to the next generation. That is immortality. That is legacy. That is the greatest gift we can leave behind. So I am asking you now, please, take these herbs seriously. Do not think of them as some old folk remedy that is not as good as modern medicine. Think of them as your ancestors' hard-won knowledge, earned through generations of observation and experience. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, fenugreek, and ashwagandha. These 5 herbs kept my family alive for generations. These 5 herbs have kept me alive at 90 years old. These 5 herbs are yours now. Use them. Learn from them. Share them. And when you are old, when you are looking back on your life, you will be grateful. You will be healthy. You will be strong. And you will pass this knowledge on to the next generation, just like I am doing for you right now. My time here is coming to an end. That is not something that makes me sad anymore. I have lived a full life. I have learned so much. I have loved deeply. I have given what I could give. But my knowledge, the things that have kept me healthy and alive all these years, that does not have to end with me. It can live on. It can help people I will never meet. It can change lives. And that is the whole reason I am sitting here with you, sharing these secrets. I want you to live long. I want you to be strong. I want you to be healthy. I want you to discover for yourself what my ancestors discovered for me. I want you to know that you do not need a complicated system to be healthy. You need consistency. You need these 5 herbs. You need to move your body. You need to eat real food. You need to find peace. You need to love and be loved. That is all. That is everything. Thank you for listening to an old person talk about the secrets that have kept me alive. Thank you for caring enough about your health and your future to spend these minutes with me. I hope that you will take these 5 herbs seriously. I hope that you will try them. I hope that you will feel the difference in your body and your mind. And I hope that you will share this knowledge with people you care about, because that is how we build a healthier world, not through medicine alone, but through wisdom, through consistency, through remembering what our ancestors knew. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel the truth in what I am sharing, I want to ask you something. Please, subscribe to this channel. Keep the old wisdom alive. There are so many more things that I want to share with you. There are so many more secrets that my ancestors left behind. There are so many more years of experience and knowledge that I want to pass on before my time here is finished. By subscribing, you are not just following a channel. You are honoring the ancestors. You are saying yes to wisdom. You are choosing to live longer, stronger, healthier. You are choosing to be part of a chain that connects past to future. You are saying yes to legacy. So please, subscribe. And bring your family with you. Bring your friends. Share this knowledge. Let us make sure that when we are gone, people remember not just our names, but the wisdom we tried so hard to pass on. The future is waiting. The young people of tomorrow are waiting to learn what we know. Let us not disappoint them. Let us share everything we have learned. Let us live forever through the lives we change.